The Eternal Dusk. I woke before dawn with the relentless pull of the void still echoing in my mind, a constant reminder that my journey into the unknown was far from over. The shattered veil of last night had left my soul bruised and my heart pounding with both terror and anticipation. Now, an even darker omen stirred in the air, whispering of a fate sealed in eternal twilight. Last night's encounter with the rift had left my senses raw, as if reality had been torn asunder. I spent the early hours in a fevered state, reviewing the cryptic messages and erratic images that had burned into my memory. A new phrase began to haunt me. The eternal dusk awaits. It reverberated through every silent moment, igniting a spark of dread that refused to be quenched. Determined to uncover the truth behind these ominous words, I prepared for the next ascent. The study was transformed into a sanctum of ritual and investigation. Candles flickered in dark corners, ancient relics were arranged with precise care, and the obsidian mirror pulsed with a soft, unsettling glow. I felt an electric charge in the atmosphere, as if the very walls were whispering secrets of cosmic despair. With a mixture of resolve and trepidation, I recited the incantations recorded in my increasingly cluttered journal. The room trembled with a surge of energy, and the mirror's surface rippled like a disturbed pond. In that charged moment, I saw a vision, a sprawling expanse where day and night melded into an endless dusk. The horizon was a chaotic blend of smoldering embers and shadow, an unearthly twilight that promised both revelation and ruin. Step into the twilight where every secret burns bright and fades into darkness. Compelled by the vision, I reached out and touched the mirror. Instantly, I was swept away in a torrent of searing light and overwhelming cold. I found myself standing in a vast, barren landscape under a sky that was neither fully day nor completely night. It was as if I had crossed into a realm where time itself had been suspended, a place that I would come to know as the Eternal Dusk. The ground beneath my feet was rough and uneven, littered with fragments of ancient stone and remnants of civilizations long past. A haunting glow bathed the land in a dim, surreal light. Above, the sky was a turbulent canvas, streaked with burning hues of amber and violet, as if the heavens were on fire and slowly dimming into oblivion. Every shadow was alive, shifting and contorting in an eternal dance of light and darkness. I began to traverse this desolate world, each step echoing with the weight of centuries of forgotten sorrow. The air was thick with an ineffable energy, a fusion of despair and determination that urged me forward. I could hear distant, mournful cries carried by the wind, as if the land itself wept for the memories of a lost era. These were not just sounds. They were the voices of souls trapped in the perpetual twilight, pleading to be remembered. As I pressed on, I encountered structures that defied conventional architecture, ruins that seemed to have been molded by the very essence of darkness. Crumbling arches, twisted spires, and labyrinthine corridors beckoned me deeper into this twilight nightmare. I sensed that these ruins were the remnants of a forgotten civilization, one that had harnessed the power of the void to shape their destiny. Their legacy was etched into every stone, a silent testament to ambition, hubris, and inevitable decay. At the heart of this desolation, I stumbled upon a colossal monument, a towering edifice that pierced the sky, its surface carved with cryptic symbols that shimmered faintly under the dusky light. It radiated an aura of ancient authority, a relic of power that had withstood the ravages of time. Standing before it, I felt the full force of the realm's desolation and the oppressive weight of countless untold stories. It was as though the monument itself guarded the secrets of the Eternal Dusk, daring any who approached to confront the truth behind its silent vigil. In a moment of raw intensity, a voice, both distant and intimate, cut through the stillness. "Embrace the twilight, for within its depths your destiny is forged." The words resonated deep within me, igniting a conflagration of both fear and resolve. I realized then that the Eternal Dusk was more than just a realm. It was a crucible where fate was remade, where the boundaries between past and future, light and shadow, were obliterated. The landscape around me began to shift imperceptibly, as if reflecting the inner turmoil of my soul. The glowing monument loomed ever larger, and spectral figures emerged from the swirling mists, ethereal remnants of those who had once walked this forsaken land. Their eyes, empty yet filled with an unspoken longing, bore silent witness to the endless cycle of hope and despair. I could feel their presence, a multitude of souls bound by the same insatiable need for meaning in a world that had long since forgotten how to dream. Will you rise from the twilight or be swallowed whole by its endless gloom? Torn between the desire to flee and the inescapable pull of the unknown, I pressed onward. Every heartbeat seemed amplified against the relentless silence, each pulse a defiant act of survival in a realm where even time dared not linger. I gathered my strength and reached out to touch the monument, seeking to unlock its secrets and perhaps find a way back to a semblance of normalcy, or at least a clearer understanding of this cosmic puzzle. The monument's surface responded with a surge of blinding light, its ancient runes igniting in a mesmerizing display of luminescence. In that dazzling moment, I was flooded with visions, a rapid cascade of images that defied description. I saw the rise and fall of empires, the birth of stars, and the slow, inexorable decay of worlds. I felt the cold touch of destiny, as if the hand of fate had grasped my very soul, imprinting upon it the timeless truth that nothing is ever truly lost in the darkness. When the light finally receded, I found myself alone once more at the base of the monument. The realm around me had grown even darker, the eternal twilight deepening into a murky, impenetrable gloom. Yet within that gloom, a spark of defiant hope burned, an ember of resilience that whispered, "Rise and become one with the twilight." I turned away from the monument, the echo of the spectral voices urging me to continue my journey. My mind was ablaze with the knowledge that the Eternal Dusk was not merely a place of despair, but a crucible of transformation where the boundaries of self could be shattered and remade. I realized that my destiny was intertwined with this enigmatic realm, that to truly understand the cosmic horror that had claimed me, I would need to embrace every fragment of its paradoxical beauty, both the crushing despair and the luminous hope that flickered amidst the shadows. Now, as I sit in the dim, uncertain light of my study, forever marked by the horrors and revelations of the Eternal Dusk, I record these events with a trembling hand and a resolute heart. The void has spoken, and its message is clear. Our reality is fragile, our fate intertwined with forces beyond our control. The journey ahead is perilous, filled with darkness and secrets that defy the bounds of mortal understanding. Yet I have no choice but to press on, to confront the mysteries that lie hidden in the twilight between worlds. Rise from the twilight, embrace your destiny in the Eternal Dusk. If you have the courage to step into a realm where every heartbeat is a battle against oblivion, follow Voidlore Nexus. Join me as we traverse the shattered boundaries of light and darkness, where every moment is a defiant stand against the eternal void.